Alright guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Satisfactory video. In today's beginner focused Satisfactory guide, we'll be looking at how to produce all the basic iron tier items, which are iron plates, iron rods and screws, all at 100% efficiency. To build the whole production line, you'll need an 8x5 foundation area, or 8x7 if you want room to walk around the sides of the production line. You'll also need access to either a single pure node, 2 normal nodes merged into one output, or 4 impure nodes merged into one output. This will give us the 120 ore per minute that we're going to need to fuel the production line. You'll also need 4 smelters, 6 constructors, 5 splitters, 4 mergers, and everything else to build the power poles, the conveyors, and storage containers if you're using any. Once you've put all this line together, you'll be getting 60 iron plates per minute, 20 iron rods per minute, and 40 screws per minute. To build the production line, first we need to take the single 120 ore per minute conveyor and split it into 4 30 ore per minute conveyors. To do that, simply split the 120 line into 2 60 ore per minute lines, and then split each of those lines into 2 30 ore per minute lines each. These 4 lines will feed into our smelters that will be producing iron ingots. They only require 30 ore per minute in, and will output 30 iron ingots per minute. The first 3 smelters will then feed directly into a constructor each. These will all produce iron plates. They require 30 iron ingots per minute and will output 20 iron plates per minute each. From there, we'll merge their outputs together to make a single 60 iron plate per minute line that can be fed into storage or somewhere else in your factory where they'll be needed. For the final smelter, we'll split the output into 2 lines of 15 ingots per minute, and then feed them into 2 more constructors set to make iron rods. They'll only require 15 ingots per minute and output 15 iron rods per minute. The output of the iron rod constructors will be handled a little bit differently, as we'll be building in some load balancing to maximise our iron rod production. To do this, place a merger in front of the first constructor and a splitter in front of the next one, with a merger placed directly in front of that splitter. It might sound a bit confusing, but we'll be using all 3 of that splitter's outputs to balance the load. Send one output from the splitter to the merger in front of the first constructor producing iron rods, and then connect the final 2 outputs from that splitter to the merger that you placed right in front of it. What we're doing here is we're dividing the 15 iron rods per minute output from the constructor into 3 5 iron rods lines per minute. We only need an input of 10 rods per minute to make the screws at 100% efficiency. So with the 5 we have left, we'll send over to merge with the other iron rod constructor to boost its output from 15 iron rods per minute to 20 iron rods per minute. From there, the iron rods can be sent to storage or to another part of your factory where they'll be needed. Going back to the merger we just connected with the 2 belts, put another constructor in front of that and then set it to produce screws. Once everything's connected to power, after a minute or 2, the whole production line will be producing all 3 items at 100% efficiency. And that's all there is to it. If you want to scale up this layout as you get faster miners, just add a splitter before the very first splitter in the production line and then feed them off into each line. Then you'll have the correct amount of ore going into them. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and also consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification. You can also join our Discord server, the link's in the description, and together we can all build a community that's there to support each other and all enjoy the game that little bit more together. I'll see you in the next one.